Between Pharrell and that Louis Vuitton budget, let me tell you something. There's always going to be a good set, always going to be good music, and always going to be good fashion. So let's get into the Spring-Summer 2027 Louis Vuitton menswear show and talk about what we saw, shall we? So in this particular collection, there are 78 looks, and these 78 looks are inspired by the one and the only California, just based off the looks of it, because we see the sun, we see the sand, we see surfboards, and we definitely also see a little bit of wetsuits too walking down the runway. Similar to the trend for many other fashion houses, this menswear in this particular collection is again not very quiet, not very muted. There are colors, there are shapes, there are patterns, there are palm trees, and even with the wetsuits that are gracing the entire presence of this runway, we even see that the monogram has made an appearance as well. And a special note to Pharrell, because Pharrell is very consistent with his performance with respect to Louis Vuitton's menswear. Every time we see a collection coming from Louis Vuitton's menswear, so far it has been always well produced, very well done, the quality is sublime, and the production as far as the actual showcase is concerned is also very, very well done as well. So to me, very, very well done just at the outset of it, but let's actually talk about the clothes, shall we? So starting from the feet of each model, I'm just going to tell you Vans eat your heart out, because the way how they did these shoes definitely tells me that there is a very, very clear sense of making this as casual as possible. But I do like the way and the direction that they went with the shoes for this particular collection. Now for this look, I picked this one because I do like the color combinations that are present, but I will tell you that I'm not a fan of monogram all over. But one thing I did notice that with this particular collection, Pharrell actually decided to dress up the monogram a little bit with little pops of color inside of the monogram, which I think is a really nice touch and quite smart from a branding perspective. This particular look I thoroughly enjoyed because the light blue coloring is like just chef's kiss to me, but also get into the texture on the jacket. It has like a crocodile sort of texture, which again is very nice, and it brings out the color even further. And then lastly, get into the hat. The hat has a monogram on it, but it's not so loud that you can see it from outer space, which again is something I appreciate immensely when it comes to how you do monogram. Even though this jacket is not my personal style, I will tell you that the jacket is sick, the coloration is sick, the snakeskin is absolutely amazing on it. Overall, I hope to see that somebody is wearing this, and I hope to see it in the wild of the internet at some point. And of course, it's Louis Vuitton, so we got to talk about some of these bags as well. So some of the bags in this particular collection run the gambit from your very, very basic monogram sort of bag to a monogram with a little bit of an extra color splashed in, to some of your basic aesthetic bags that don't have a monogram at all and just have the name of the brand. But what Pharrell did with this particular collection was that he took some of these monograms and elevated them to new heights, taking them to almost the fourth dimension, seemingly. This is actually quite a good start to Paris Fashion Week, and mind you, it is blazing over there. But leave your thoughts in the comments about this collection. Please let me know your thoughts about the bags, about the clothes, and I will see you on the next one. Toodles.